bridge once in sudden terror in 1995. So you're talking about dangerous stuff, right? Now this is not like just a fight scene, a bus off of a bridge. Third, my specialty, as some of you have been to ICFF in Orlando, my area of specialty is the weapons part in the movie industry. So I will do the fight choreography, explosives even, and the weapons, and I'll design the action scenes. Even in with that, even teaching firearms, never been hurt. Back to the red carpet. So I'm on the red carpet, I get home that night after people cheering my name, and I couldn't stop crying. I literally was on my knees, bawling, crying. I mean, I'm talking ugly crying, okay? And I don't have any issue with crying, but as far as a guy, in my case, I'm not like a super emotional person that way, and I don't mean to make light of it or fun of it, but I want to give you the context that it was a Holy Spirit moment where I was just like, what is happening right now? And I said, Lord, I got everything, but I'm a long ways away from you. Change my life. 1 week later, after praying this prayer, 1 week after this, I went like this, just like that. Now remember, championship fighter, taking a bus off a bridge, weapons guy, never been hurt. I brushed my hair, my arm blew out of socket, I couldn't use my arm anymore. The reason I'm telling you that is because my career came to an end. All of a sudden, and this is the Hollywood days, no phone calls. Everybody that was your friend is suddenly not your friend. I couldn't drive my sports car, couldn't shake my hand, anybody's hand, couldn't wave. And of course I couldn't do martial arts. It was over. A friend of mine invited me that was very close to me. He was the original guy that drove with me from Madison, Wisconsin to Florida when we met Hulk Hogan, then to Los Angeles to all these movies. That original guy, he called me up and he said, hey, I'm thinking about going to church this Sunday. You want to go? And I said, yeah, I want to go. The week that we went, we were sitting there. The preacher was preaching that day on sickness and healing, on how sometimes God will use something painful in your life to give you a little wake-up call that the life you're leading is not what he had intended. And it was there in that moment that I realized that those skills, that favor, that strength, this talent was not about me, it was for him. And I was like, let's do it your way this time. And so that first part of the career started out with, we'll just say goodbye to all this. I became really good friends with the worship director at this church, and his son-in-law was the youth pastor. And they were like, we think you should leave the movie business and come help us with the youth. And I go, I'm in. I said yes to the Lord. I said, send me wherever you're going to send me. I say, yes, I'll do it. And I said, but I want to make sure you understand something. Are you guys sure you know what I do for a living?